I don't know what I did to make everybody hate trees. Everybody hate trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate trees. Everybody hate trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate trees. Everybody hate trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate trees. No niggas hate trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate me. No nigga hate trees. The slip of my tongue, trigger finger for fun. You know I got this trigger finger, man. They know how we do it on the hill. What's up? What's up? Is it coming to Kegel? He ain't waffles and bagels. What's up, Kegel?
So not all the times things happen as you plan it to happen or imagine it happening in your little dumb head or whatnot. But in this case, I remember staying on 29, like a little strip that's in College Park. It runs from Atlanta to like Alabama, really, you know what I'm saying? But it's a long strip, it turns into different names as it goes through the city. Main Street in College Park, then as it goes down to South College Park, 29, and so on, so on. So I was staying in a little apartment down there, and I had this guy, like he was like sort of like my roommate slash plug guy, you know what I'm saying? Like I had met him through some people. It wasn't a pleasant meeting, you know what I'm saying? Like we had like this little beef thing going, but then we end up collaborating. I had an apartment. He chose to pay half of the rent, and he was gonna do his thing out of there. So I had like 2-3 people staying with me. He had put like one of his boys in the house with us, and his boy was like selling and doing his thing too. So that's how he was working at the house. You know what I'm saying? We had a little agreement or whatever. So at one point, man, things were just when rubbing right with this guy. He was from New York. Not saying that to all my New York partners and stuff, but this homie was from New York, and like I say, things went rubbing right with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we already had some little tension when we first met each other. You know what I'm saying? And it was all about like money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been greedy with money. I ain't never had a greed for money or lust for it or anything. I give it away. That's what my family say my problem is. You know what I'm saying? So, but in his case, that greed thing, and you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never let nobody take that from me. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I just, like I didn't want to deal with him no more. So I told my little goons, my partners, like, okay, check this out, do what we gonna do. Next time he come over, we just gonna up the tools on him and just rob him, just straight up broad day. Like we just gonna strip him down, take everything, just straight like that. Just click. I'm a Gemini, so things happen suddenly. I used to make a lot of poor, bad, quick decisions about your ass. Anyway, so I decided that. So my people are like, okay, bet however. So once we felt that he was coming over, I put like 2 of my little goons on the side of our buildings, something like that. And once he came, they was gonna come up around the building and just boom, bam, 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 bam. But unfortunately, it was like I don't know if homie was up on game or not. You know what I'm saying? But it was like he came to the house, but he didn't come close enough to the building. He was on the phone when he got out the car, and he didn't come close enough to the buildings for my people to come around the corner on him. You know what I'm saying? And they would have to they would have to cover a distance to get up on him, and they would give him time to pull out his scrap or either run. He was strapped to it at times, so we didn't want to take none of those chances. So they didn't never come out. But what was crazy was as he talking on the phone, he's walking, and he happened to walk in the direction, in an angle, and see them on the side of the building. You know what I'm saying? So, but they came on out, playing it off and all that. But now it just looked real fishy. You know what I'm saying? But the robbery didn't go down. That was that. A little bit after that, the apartment get busted and so on, and we lost it anyway. So years after that, we'll say maybe about four years after that, my uncle, I got an uncle that's from Griffin, Georgia. He called me and him the same age, and he was the uncle that like once my grandfather died, right before he died, he let us know that he had a son that was younger than my uncle Chris Knox. And he told us his name and stuff. And he said that y'all make sure y'all find him, put him in y'all life, and make sure he's okay and things of that nature to my uncles, his sons. So, they spread the word down to us, and then they, went and found them. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he was in the streets and he was in a little trouble himself. And then, they came and told me too that me and him were the same age. You know what I'm saying? And that's my uncle down in Griffin. Big shout out to Cedric Lyons, my uncle Snoop down there in Griffin, man. Said, man, what's going on, man? But they had told me that he was the same age as I, man. So that was dope too, because I already had my Uncle Chris that was like 3 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Which was like nephew, brother, uncle, brother type relationship. And most of the people thought that we was either brothers or cousins, but he was actually my uncle. You know what I'm saying? But now here it is. They're telling me that they finna bring Uncle Snoop, Cedric Lyons, up here to College Park to meet everybody, the family and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope. He came up, we met. It was just like this big family reunion. My grandfather had passed, and my brother Maine was alive at this time, and Snoop came up, and it was just boom. And then me and him hit it off right off the rip because we the same age. We were related. We was, from the block, you know what I'm saying? So we hit it off. I'm the oldest grandson. I'm his oldest nephew. You know what I'm saying? So his age. So we hit it off, like I say, man, and throughout the years, it's just however. So this one particular day, I'm at my mom's house, and my Uncle Snoop called me. Hey, Trish, man, I need to get some things, you know what I'm saying? So he took me some weed and stuff, a couple pounds or whatever. And I'm like, I bet, because my little cousin, he's no longer with us. He's locked up right now. He's finna come home. No frequent Quint. But my little cousin Quint, he had the peas at the time, and so I said, let me call your nephew, let me call Cuz, man, and I'm gonna make sure that everything good, cause that show that nephew, I'm gonna tell him, if for you, it's gonna be good, the price gonna be good, yeah, bam, call Cuz, and Cuz couldn't meet the price that Aunt had. And the thing is about it, I didn't understand at the time, but it be like that, man. I'm a lot older now. And I look back at something that's simple like that right now, because I was upset, man. That, man, this your uncle, man, like that. But, prices be high. You don't know what Cuz paid for, however, man. So Cuz didn't do the deal. So now I'm like, hold on, man, let me call this one guy that I know. And in my head, it was the New York guy, because, he had the pounds of the weed. I knew that from me and him having an apartment together and stuff like that right now. So I said, man, let me call this one guy. He might can do it for this price, blah, 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 blah. So he was like, all right, bet. So, we right there sitting on my mom board, me and Uncle Snoop, we smoking, boom, boom. I called the New York guy who I was finna rob, a couple years ago. And he was like, yeah, Tree, man, what you been up to, man? Blah, 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 and all that New York talk, you know what I'm saying? And he ended up telling me, yeah, he got the pound, he got, for the price. My uncle, bam, okay, bet, meet me here. And where I was meeting him at was right across the street from my mama's house. Like, I could just walk there. But me and my uncle and his partner, if I can remember, I think it was the partner, we get in the car, we go over to the Texaco, and the dude from New York who I talked to, he don't pull up though, but his older brother pull up. I think his brother passed right now, rest in peace to him, man. But his older brother pulled up. I remember his brother's name was Gordo. Rest in peace, Gordo. I keep it real, y'all. No matter what side you fall on, man, we keep it real. Everybody human. Everybody make choices. So, but Gordo and Lil D. I forgot his name, whatever. But him and Lil D, that was the worker. Yeah, Lil D. Lil D was the worker that was inside my house. So Gordo and Lil D pull up. What's up, Lil D? See you in a long time, man. But Gordo, same old thing. You know what I'm saying? So I gave them the money, man, which, like, me being who I am, like, come on, Trees. It's real talk, man. But I gave them the money, man. Like, seeing them again, like, and I ain't had no beef with them, not even with homeboy, really. But giving them the money was a little slip on my part, man. And then thinking about everything that happened from the apartment to me, us trying to rob them and things, of that nature. Lil D actually came up the College Park project with me probably 3 weeks prior to us finna rob the guy outside the building. And when he when he came to College Park projects, they robbed him. They ain't know he was with me. And they robbed him. And I remember they stripped him down, and when they let him go, he ran and jumped in my car, which was a stick, but he didn't know how to drive it. And he was going down the street like stripping the gills, and they had to stop him, and a whole bunch of it was chaos, man. But here it is now. They just let him buying the weed from him. I see him. I'm excited because I did see him. In my head, I'm thinking too about that incident that happened with Lil D. You know what I'm saying? They always looked at me funny about that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. They didn't know they was with me, so they took whatever he had. He was a little, 16 or something, 15. But seeing them again, man, the excitement threw me off. I gave them the money, man. They gave me the weed, and when I got the weed, I see it. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel it's good. So I go get in the car with my uncle and his people. And when I get in, my uncle say, "How it look, Treese?" as I'm trying to get it in the bag. But when I'm tearing in the bag, like trying to open it, for some reason, it was so many knots and then so many bags. Like it was bagged in a bag, in a bag, in a bag, and all of it plastic. It was so many knots, but still yet it was like a Kroger bag, that little brownish, tannish like bag. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like I seen the weed in it and felt it, but it was so many bags, it altered the color. So when he said, "Hey, what it look like, nephew? What it look like, treat?" I'm trying to get in. I'm like, "Why can't he get in?" And he let me see it. When I handed over the seat, man, and I give it to my uncle, they rip it open, man, and it ain't nothing but straw. Yep. Nothing but straw. Good old horse chewing straw. Cow chewing. But, the thing is, too, man, like, when goes around, comes around, we know the energy you put into the world to be your energy, it just transforms itself into whatever it manifests itself into. Then it come back to you because it belongs to you. I live that life. I told y'all once before. I know who Karma is. She my sister. She's sitting right there. Y'all see her? So I live with her. So I'm used to her. I know about her, all that stuff, man. That's not my problem. I'm fine with that. If shit happens, however. Pounds of weed, we come back up. The thing is that I didn't like, man, is some of my family members start saying that I did it. I had something to do with it. Man, it was a pound of weed that Aunt was getting. And see that one thing I can't say I love about Unc, because Unc did never believe it and love me right to this day. Didn't jump out that he took a loss, we took a loss. To me, I took more of a loss because whatever Unc lost, because Unc get that shit back in fucking 30 minutes. He get money, but the money loss compared to like the hurt, the shame, the embarrassment that I felt for like my uncle to come from out of town, come to his nephew, who's very well known and nobody won't try Treese because he this gangster. Then I said, yeah, I got my people, which is his people, but he didn't do it, so I went to some more people and then get it, do the transaction, and then get it to him, and all this shit is straw, like a bale of straw, a pound of straw. That shit is priceless. Like, that shit hurt more than money. If I had the money at the time, I'd give Unc the money back. But what I felt, especially when it got back to me that some of the family members was saying it even to my uncle, saying that I had something to do with it, I set it up and all that, man. And it's like people who saying that about the Frank Nitty story that I put on YouTube, man. Y'all ain't doing the math. It's moving too fast for y'all brains, man, and or y'all been around so much negative in y'all life that nothing's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's when something seems like it's this way, then that's the way it is. It don't go like that. It don't even go like that half of the time, man. When you have a pound of weed, then you got two people who took it. Then you got the third person who I called, and then you got me. So all of them split this shit. Man, y'all be tripping. OG Black Boy, man. OG Black Boy right here, man. TV and film producer Dontrese Knox, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out that New Orleans Exposed, man. It's going down, man. Y'all know, y'all see our boy Lil Wayne, BG, Juvenile, everybody, man. It's on Tubi, it's on Prime, it's right here, YouTube, man. Y'all check it out, man. Underground Source, TV, live, Black Boy, College Park. Stand up!
I don't know what I did to make everybody hate Trees, everybody hate Trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate Trees, everybody hate Trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate Trees, everybody hate Trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate Trees, no niggas hate Trees. I don't know what I did to make everybody hate me. No nigga hate Trees. The slip on my tongue, trigger finger for fun. You know I got the trigger finger, man. They know how we do it on the heat. What's up? What's up? Is it come, Mr. Kegel? Eating waffles and bagels. What's up, Kegel? Don't even worry about